thing in the mind of most of the couples is to actually pinpoint which of them is responsible for the real problem and begin to find solutions to the challenges that.
You are welcome to Speaking Peace Family Channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. We are glad to have you. God bless you.
Hello, my name is Uduak Akpan. You can also call me Buff. I'm the author of the book The Viral Faith. Today is a different kind of video. It's a collaboration video. I'm going to be doing it with Helen, Helen's Corner. She's going to introduce herself to you today. Well, before she does that, what we are looking at today is what we call, the pressure of the delay in conception in marriage. The pressure of the delay in conception in marriage. We've had people, and that's why I said that Helen is coming, into this to be able to explain how, what could be responsible medically, even to why we have delays in conception. And so that's why.
Hello guys, I'm so glad for you to be seeing this beautiful me right now. Okay, my name is Helen in Helen's Corner. That you've seen what I do, please come over to my channel so that you can get exactly the possible causes of delay in conception. My link should be at the description box. Don't forget to see you in my channel.
This is a very important topic we need to look at. We have people around us, close to us, or people we've heard about that have been married, for years and have not had issues about, of course, fruit of the womb in their marriages. And we've also heard the testimonies where people have come out to say that 15, 10, 12, 25 years. I've even heard about 39 years woman in marriage coming to testify that God bless them. But the point is that a lot of them will share testimony, they pray, they did a lot of things, but they will not tell you what they actually did also medically, when they're giving testimony, probably because of the time and all that. And that's why you see that this is also for us to be able to empathize and probably share how probably putting some things into practice can actually help them to getting pregnant and be able to show that God can actually still do some things in their lives, and because God is faithful and is faithful to everyone that looks onto him. The problem, we look at the problem of why there's delay in conception. We're going to be looking at the problem medically also, but the area I want us to look at is, of course, in the area of spiritual area angle of what could be responsible and possible solutions. So I've talked about the fact that we're going to be looking at the problem medically. We're also going to be looking at the problem, the blame game, and of course also we're going to look at the blame game will also lead to disunity, which is what most couples find themselves. Now the point is, the first thing is that you see people, the moment they have issues in their marriages or they can't give birth, first, second, third, you see that couples begin to go around looking for help, and the first thing in the mind of most of the couples is to actually pinpoint which of them is responsible for their infertility. And so most of them even go as far as doing medical checkup to be able to establish who is responsible. Is it the man or the woman? And so the moment they can establish who is responsible, then they begin to think about some things. Maybe the woman aborted several times, or maybe the man had done a lot of things, or somebody has probably done something to the man, that the man fathered a child or something like that. And so that's why you see that the problem from establishing who is responsible, who cannot produce or something like that, blaming. Once that is established, then they begin to blame that particular person that the medical report has actually said that something has happened or something over the time and all that. And so they live in blame game over the years, and the moment they are always in that particular level where they blame themselves, then definitely they will remain at that particular level for a long time. And that's one thing I want to be able to see, that if God can probably use us, right, this particular pattern, bring you out of that particular position so that you can actually face the real problem and begin to find solutions to the challenges that might be the issue. And the point, they keep going from place to places. We're going to do checks and all those things, or going from prayer to prayer houses, and you have some people laying hands on them and begin to say some things and prophesy and say some things into their lives, and that keeps them in that particular place without even thinking about the fact they really need to look inwards and begin to face the problem, so they can definitely get the solution. I want to believe right now that I'm speaking even to a Christian, because sometimes, they go out and people tell them that there's a curse on the man, or there's a curse on the woman, or there's a curse on the lineage or the family of the man, and all those things. But the point is that the moment you become born again, that takes you above that particular curse. 1 Corinthians 5:17 says that if any man be in Christ, is a new creature, all things are passed away, all things have become new. And so one thing you need to know is that if actually is the truth that there's a cause or whatever somewhere, at the point, but it's actually been established, then you need to understand that Christ has taken, whatever might have been the problem away from that particular life. That's why you need to think about that word, meditate on the word, confess the word into your life until it becomes a part of you. Then you can now begin to lay a good foundation to fight the problem that is actually the issue. Now, so number one thing that you need to look at talking about the solution is the fact that, the two of them have to fight together with one mind. Bible says in Amos 3:3 that can two work together except they agree. I've seen cases where couples live together, they do it, but they do not agree in mind. Even though they do every other thing together, the mind of the woman is far, the mind of the man is far. The man is still, is still angry that the woman is the problem, or the woman is still angry that the man is the problem. So the man is even beginning to think about the option of going to probably impregnate somebody out there, and so that you can at least have somebody that will bear his name even after he's gone. But that is not the solution. That will only push you further into a bigger problem that you don't want to create. That's why you need to look at the point that the two of you will have to fight together in unity. Matthew 18, and 19 says that if two shall agree concerning a thing, it shall be established. So most times, like in my family, what I do most times is the fact that every time there are issues or there's something we want to believe God for, I will hold my wife and we will pray a prayer of agreement concerning that particular thing. And I can tell you that is a very big testimony for my family. There's no time we pray concerning a particular thing that God does not answer us, except it's not yet time for that particular thing. But it has been a consistent experience in my family, because once we agree together, and that's one thing you need to understand, the fact that because one put 1,000 to fly and two shall put 10,000 to fly. So when you fight together, you can readily win every battle when you are together in everything. It's not just about living together or not divorcing or whatever, but in one. So the second thing that they need to understand is the fact that you need to understand is the fact that your spouse is not the enemy. It's not the enemy. The enemy is out there. He said the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So he wants to destroy your joy. He wants to take your home. The purpose of that home, that's why he's there. So you must understand that your wife or your husband is not the enemy. The enemy is out there. And the only way you can overcome or overthrow that particular enemy in your life is to enthrone unity in your home, unity, and begin to. So you must understand that the enemy is out there. So you must be able to fight together, to win. Then number 3, you also need to know that who you talk to is not everybody that comes around you that will be reasonable, and that includes your parents. When it comes to things like this, it's very, very sensitive, and so parents of the man or even the woman can become emotional in their judgment. So when you share your problem with them, or you go and tell your parent that my wife is responsible, that it's been established that she cannot or bring forth, or the medical report have said that I'm fine, we just don't know what is going on. And the moment you begin to share, then they begin to suggest other options, most especially if your parents are not, really good Christians. What I mean by that, they are not born again. So they can suggest every other thing, because what they are looking at is they don't care the method to which you get the result, but all they care about is the fact that you get the result. The result is the child. And so that one thing you need to be careful who you speak to. You need to be careful who you speak to. You need to be careful with your friends, those that will be able to empathize and lead you in the right path. To get the right result, you need to go through the right way. Having said that, I've not said that parents, are usually the same. I just said that some parents could become judgmental when it comes to things like that, because they are very, very sensitive. But we have some wonderful parents, that have been able to give themselves to God and know that this is actually something not too big for God, and God can do everything. And so they will be patient with them rather than putting the pressure, on the couples and telling them that give me a grandchild, like, we usually see in Nollywood films. And so that's what I'm talking about. We have parents that are very, very mature and that can actually support. But all I'm just saying is that you need to be careful who you talk to. Now, the fourth thing that I want us to look at is the fact that you need to begin to enjoy yourselves. You need to enjoy yourselves. Act as if the current situation is not a challenge at all. It's not a problem. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy sex. Enjoy intimacy. enjoy friendship. You understand? Sometimes when you go an extra mile with a friend, even when that friend is not the best person in your life, but the point is that because it's your friend, you love the person, you want to spend time with that particular. The same way you must see your spouse. Enjoy friendship. And that's I always advise people that when you're getting married at an early age, you must be able to marry somebody you connect with, somebody that is a friend. You must be able to marry your friend. Don't just go into marriage because you're of age or you want to get married. Marry a friend. That's why you see that even in situations like this, you'll be able to enjoy friendship. And when you enjoy friendship, you enjoy intimacy, then you'll be able to enjoy sex. Have sex as if you are not praying that every time you sleep together or you make love, you have sex, that should become a child. Just have sex. Enjoy yourself. Play together in the house. Play together every time. Hit whatever you need to hit, in the house. I'm talking about the fact that you need to hit yourself in sensitive part in the house. Just enjoy yourselves. When you enjoy yourself, then you'll be able to put the problem under and begin to look up even to God. And so the last thing from my side I'm going to be looking at is the fact that you need to pray together. You need to pray together. Pray together. I've already mentioned that when I'm talking about that, you must fight together. The way to fight is the way to pray together. And so you must pray together, in unity, in love, in one purpose, and in one mind. And you'll be able to, see this. Then you can pray with Exodus 23. Exodus 23:26 is going through the screen right now. Exodus 23:26. Then also pray with Isaiah 54, 1 to 10. Isaiah 54, 1 to 10. Isaiah 54 talking about the fact that a barren woman will have more than even those that produce. So that's one thing I want to drop with you. And I pray and I know that if you continuously do this, the most important thing is unity. Once there's unity, then you do all these things, over time, and you begin to look up to God. Then definitely, your tears, like the Bible says that He has put into a bottle, God will hear it from heaven and begin to, you begin to celebrate. I'm sure very soon you're going to look for this video and begin to, to share your testimony wherever you get to in life. So if you like what Helen is doing, please do not forget to share this video, subscribe to our channel. She's really doing a wonderful work, and she's been able to take us through some things medically, and that's one thing I can readily say at this particular time. If you like what you have really just listened to, please do not forget to share. Also, do not forget to like, and do not forget to subscribe to Speaking Peace channel and Helen's Corner as channel. It's been a wonderful time, with Helen. Helen is a wonderful person. She has been able, been there for me, and every time when I have challenges, I run to her, and she puts me through a lot of things. And I want to believe that God has spoken to you, and please do this, and let's hear from you. God bless you real good. The name is Udwak, and you can also call me Buff.